Welcome back! We are here with another 5-minute message. My name is Brian Steele, and I have the privilege of being the pastor at St. Paul United Methodist Church in Bloomfield Hills and Hazel Park United Methodist Church. Today is the day in the church calendar that we call Maundy Thursday. Maundy, M-A-U-N-D-Y. Weird word. But it's an important word for us to understand. Points us to a specific story in the life of Jesus. Maundy Thursday is pointing us to the time where on the night before his death, Jesus gathered his friends for dinner and washed feet. This is the Last Supper. And I just want to say that statement again. On the night before his death, Jesus gathered his friends for dinner and washed feet. That's all there is to say sometimes. Jesus knew what was about to happen. You know, Judas betraying him and getting arrested and the crucifixion. This wasn't a surprise event to him. Jesus knew what was happening. And he made the decision to gather his friends for dinner and wash feet. I think we just need to sit with that. He washed the feet of a person who is about to betray him. Washed the feet of another person who would reject him. And others who would soon run, scared for their lives. So Maundy Thursday, this part of Holy Week is really all about rewiring our minds on who we should worship. Because we have this cultural norm where those whom we admire and look up to are the biggest success stories. And you know, there can be some healthy admiration there with a lot of people. But in terms of who we worship, what I'm saying is that the people worthy of worship is the one who washes feet. The one who is about to be tortured, but chooses to persevere in love. That person is worthy of worship. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But when we enter into that type of life frees us. Embracing that type of Savior, worshiping that type of Savior, frees us from a life that is only focused on ourselves or on our own self-preservation. You know, it's often asked, and maybe someone has asked you this before, if the world was ending tomorrow, or if you knew you were going to die tomorrow, what would you do? Well, Jesus washed feet. Gave his friends a meal. All done out of love. That sounds ridiculous to a lot of us. But I think Jesus did that willingly because he was free. He was living a life where he didn't have to worry about himself anymore. A life where he didn't feel like he had anything to prove to anybody. He just wanted to confirm to those around him that they're loved, with a love that goes beyond all understanding. Even on the verge of tragedy, Jesus shows us that we can still live a life of love and service. Now, man, is that hard. Quite honestly, that's not my natural inclination. And I'm a pastor who talks about this stuff. But goodness, that's also a free life. And I think that's part of the good news Jesus gives us. So that's it for this 5-minute message today. And friends, if you live in the greater Detroit area, we would be delighted to have you at any of our services this weekend. Hazel Park will be hosting Maundy, Thursday, and Good Friday services at 7 o'clock. And then on Easter Sunday at St. Paul, we are hosting a breakfast from 8:30 to 9. And then we will have our worship service there at 9:45. And Hazel Park will be at 11:15. Doesn't matter where you come from, who you are, what your life situation is. All are welcome. And we mean all. All right, friends, we'll see you next week. Go in peace. And may you celebrate the hope of Easter however is best for you.